Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink. Welcome back to Let's Play Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. It is part 29 for my Let's Play here, and it is the 31st of July as I'm currently recording this. And for those who are kind of following the Let's Play from part to part, I don't know what the date was when I was last recording, but I think it might have been around March or April. So yeah, it's been quite a few months since I last recorded for this game. So if I do seem at all disconnected from this game, don't be surprised, because it has been a while since I've played it. Anyway, we're going to get straight into this here. I was contemplating kind of upgrading my armor in some way before doing this. Oh yeah, then I'll kind of show you the quest here. It's Blango slaying tactics. The main monsters are the Geodrome and the Blango, of course, but it is Blango slaying tactics. Well, that's the name of the quest. So, killing the Geodrome, or Geodrome, I'm pretty sure you would say Geodrome, sounds better. Yeah, slaying the Geodrome is not a requirement whatsoever. That's a free hunt, you know, if you want to go and kill the Geodrome, you're welcome to. And I may very well do that if I find him, just for some fun. Because of course the quest is a little bit boring otherwise, you're just killing Blangos, and I'm pretty sure I've already done that before in some other quests, so yeah, I don't believe... Can you not? You know, I'm constantly trying to talk to this granny to go and check what she's got in stock, and this frickin' pig gets in the way. I mean, I love the Poogies, but come on, I've got things I need to do, man. Now, power seeds, I'm actually planning on... I might actually get 5 of them. I'll send them to the box. I might get 5 of these power seeds just for attack jewels later on. I am kind of planning out an armor set. Now, I didn't get to finish my sentence just previously when I was talking about me contemplating upgrading my armor set from what it is now. I would like to do it soon because I really don't like the current hairstyle that I have. It's not the hairstyle that I selected, it's a hairstyle that you get with the, I guess, headpiece or the helmet that you have for this armor set, the battle armor set. Yeah, I don't like the hairstyle at all, so I really do want to kind of upgrade my armor set soon. But I've kind of just been looking through all of the armors, and I've been really messing around with it, and I've kind of gotten a... oh jeez, I'm so out of it. I'm like pretending that there's a nub, like on the 3DS, the new 3DS XL, frickin', so I can control the camera. No, that doesn't exist. I really need to get myself out of the habit of doing that. I should actually talk about Monster Hunter Generations as well, but give me a moment to first talk about this armor set topic that I've been trying to get out from my head and through my voice so you guys can hear it. Anyway, yeah, you're not in my mind, long story short. But what are we... Yeah, killing Blangos. I forgot what we were doing for a second. Anyway, yeah, so I was kind of just looking online at all of the various armors that I can be getting, like the low rank armors more or less, and I kind of worked out that I would want to be getting something. It's like a mixture of Hornator and... I'm pretty sure it's Hornator, yeah, and Rathalos for low rank, and it's like attack up medium and earplugs. Like I tried to see if I could get attack up large. I don't think I can. I don't think the stats are possible at this point. So, or maybe if I used some weapon slots as a, you know, to put jewels into, I could manage it. But I really don't like to have weapon dependent sets. I would only do that for a bowgun that I've selected to be the best at shooting a certain type of ammo, like normal or pierce. But no, I'm not using a gunner set. I'm using a Blade Master set that I'll be using multiple different weapons with. So yeah, it's not... I don't like to have weapon dependent sets in that way. Anyway, there are some Blangos here. I'm going to go and kill them because that is kind of the what I'm supposed to be doing in the quest. Anyway, yes, I don't know if you guys have seen me use this lance in a quest yet. I think you might have. I'm pretty sure you have. Anyway, if you haven't, then here it is. It's just a... it's a pretty good paralysis lance that I would recommend you get. It's just one of those really good weapons that you should get in Freedom Unite. I believe the fully upgraded version is called Darkness, and it's pretty good. Maybe it's a Darkness Plus or something, I don't know. It's been too long since I've gotten the Rarity 10 version of this frickin' lance, but anyway, there we go, Blango Pelt. Getting some Blango stuff. But, oh, there we go, there's our friend, Mr. Geodrome. But yeah, I'll talk a little bit about Monster Hunter Generations. So I did buy Monster Hunter Generations, I pre-ordered it. As it stands right now, well, I haven't actually played the game for about 4 days, but I'm currently Hunter rank 45 or so, 43, 45, something like that. And yeah, of course, it's the 31st of July. I kind of went pretty hard on that game. I broke the HR limit within about 3 days. And, you know, people, from the moment it was released, I should say, well, I actually started playing it the day after it was released, because I picked it up a day after it released, simply because I couldn't make it to a, are you dead already? Bloody hell. Anyway, you see, this is why, you know, it's not really going to be, it's not going to be an inconvenience to you to fight a Geodrome at this point, so, yeah, just do it for fun if he turns up, which he should. But, yeah, so I just couldn't make it to the game store to go and pick up the game on the day. It was a Saturday, and I was actually, like, going to a seminar in the city, which was a decent bus ride south, and it just went all day. The seminar was a whole day seminar, and, you know, the shop shut before. It didn't open early enough, and it didn't shut late enough, so I just couldn't get there that day. So I went the day after and then got the game and then played it hard for 3 days and then broke the HR limit. And it was, I didn't purely do key quests, of course, but for the most part I did get the armor sets that I needed through both low rank and high rank. So there was none of me going through high rank with a low rank armor set or something like that. That would be really garbage. Anyway, because of course you do need to do a certain number of quests in high rank to break the rank. What do you call it? I called it something just then as well. The word has just totally left my mind, like the HR limit. Yeah. So you do need to do a certain number of quests, I think. Consider it, instead of going to G rank, you just break the HR limit, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it because you guys probably know how it works anyway, but yeah. Monster Hunter Generations, how do I feel about it? I like how it's kind of going back to Monster Hunter Portable 3rd in the way that the element, or I don't know if it represents true attack and true element damage values. I'm not too sure. I can't really remember how those work, but all I know is that it's kind of, I don't know, it's not necessarily nicer, but at least it's consistent across all the different weapon types. That can get confusing, I suppose, for newer players. You know, if they don't know what... You need a reference point, I suppose. You need to know what a good level of base damage for a particular weapon is to really be able to determine, okay, is that good for this? Because maybe, you know, you're looking at a lance, and then you're looking at a gun lance, and you're like, you know, this gun lance does, you know, this gun lance is doing 400 damage, but this lance is doing 300 damage. But you see, that doesn't mean the same thing because they're different weapon types. You know, this is what I'm talking about, and that can get confusing. That's how it is in most games, apart from Portable 3rd and whatchamacallit, Monster Hunter Generations or Monster Hunter Cross, whatever you want to call it. How are we going with this quest? We're doing all right. Anyway, yeah, so I do like that aspect of it, and of course you don't have much element, I don't know what to call it. You don't have a very high elemental value, like it doesn't get much past 100. I don't even know if it can reach 100. Oh no, I think it can, yeah, like, I think maybe some weapons of mine have like 120 element of something or other, I'm not too sure. Hard for me to recall, I haven't really been keeping this crap in my mind. Kind of irresponsible of me. Anyway, yeah, it's just, I do like it, it's refreshing, it's new, and I don't necessarily dislike the change. Perhaps it's because I've already, you know, experienced it in Portable 3rd, that's probably why I don't mind the change, but for the most part I have experienced it as it is in this game, and in Tri, and 3 Ultimate, and 4 Ultimate, and whatever else. It has kind of just remained that way for the most part. I can't remember what it was like in the original Monster Hunters, but I'm sure it would have been the same there as well. Or maybe it was the traditional style, I've got no idea. Where are these Blangos? I think these Blangos need to start spawning soon. I don't have many left to kill. There's one there. Is there one more hanging around in Area 8? God damn it. Anyway, I'm sure I'll be able to find one to kill after this guy. Anyway, yeah, how do I feel about Monster Hunter Generations? Well, the fact that I haven't played it for 3 days can mean one of two things, or it could be a mixture of both. I either played it too hard and I just don't want to look at it anymore because I played it too hard, or I just don't really like the game as much. Actually, I think there might be a third factor. The third factor being that I just don't really want to start from the beginning again. And I don't like having to start from the beginning. It's such a lot of work because, you know, and it's really daunting when you first get into the game and you break the HR limit and you're looking at this game ahead of you. You're looking at this character building process ahead of you, and you're at the very start of it, and it's daunting as fuck when you've already done it like 50,000 times. It's stressful. I mean, I don't want to have to do that. Come on. I did it in Freedom Unite, I did it in Portable Third, I did it in Monster Hunter Tri, particularly in Monster Hunter Tri because I put 2,000 hours into the damn game. I did it in 3 Ultimate, I did it in 4 Ultimate. Do I want to do it in Generations as well? I mean, we're talking about a lot of time being put into this stuff, and it is a slog. It is a slog. There are times when you do it, and it feels like fun because you're playing the game, and then there are other times where it's just not pleasant anymore. Because, you know, a lot of the time, it's just, that's your goal when you're going through the online. You just get, oh, I'm going to aim for this armor set. I'm going to aim for this weapon. I'm going to aim for this many uses with this certain weapon. I'm going to aim for this. I'm going to aim for that. And that's the idea. And you always need a goal, but the idea is, well, for me, I don't like to have so many goals in my mind at the same time, and I have an endless number of them when I'm just starting out like that. Especially when you've had the previous experience of having built up your character, and then you have to start from the beginning, and you go, oh my god, I have to do all of that again. You have a more intimate understanding of just how much time you need to spend doing this sort of stuff because you've done it so many times before, and it really is rough. And I remember Nick Lalone from the Monster Hunter podcast. I mean, I haven't really been following the Monster Hunter podcast too much. I only just started watching past episode 135, which is when I stopped when I was where I stopped when I was doing my 5 years of the Monster Hunter podcast compilation series. But I was watching part maybe 137, and, you know, Nick Lalone pretty much summed up what I was feeling, you know, because he's been playing Monster Hunter since the original Monster Hunter on the PlayStation 2. And he was just like, I want to know how people can just stay so interested in Monster Hunter for so long. Because he's losing that interest himself, and by now, I mean, that was last year, he's probably lost the interest by now, I don't know. But I just really, yeah. I mean, he lost it by Monster Hunter 4, which is understandable, because that's about the same time, like, for him, because he started earlier than I did. He started in Monster Hunter 1. I started in the portable games in Monster Hunter, like the Freedom series. That's when I started, so I was kind of like... So it's about the same for us, you know, the same number of games, more or less. So he got sick of it by 4 Ultimate, I got sick of it by Generations. I didn't want to get Generations, okay? I actually was kind of thinking that 4 Ultimate would be my last Monster Hunter, and I told myself that this would be the case, but I had to play the bloody Generations demo, and I saw that you could play as a frickin' cat, and I saw all sorts of interesting things, so I had to kind of give in and pre-order the game, but yeah, it is unfortunate, but I had to do it. What can I say? Either way, yeah, I'm going to end the video now. I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been part 29, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Whoops, I didn't mean to press that. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in part 30. Catch you later.